Hola, me llamo Anniken Steen. Soy de Noruega. Yo soy de Hamar. Es más o menos una hora de Oslo.
Ok. ¿Qué tan grande es esa ciudad? ¿Como cuántas personas? How many people do you think live there?
A ver, no sé.
¿Más de 1 millón? ¿Menos de 1 millón?
Menos.
Mucho menos.
Mucho menos, sí.
Ok. ¿Menos de 50,000 personas? Quizás.
Sí, quizás sí.
Ok,
sí.
más o menos. Okay. Muy bien, ciudad chiquita. ¿Y qué te parece Noruega? ¿Te gusta vivir allá? ¿Ha sido una buena vida?
Me gusta mucho, sí.
Okay.
Claro.
Muy bien. Antes de que conocieras el disc golf, ¿a qué te dedicabas? ¿Qué hacías? What did you do before disc golf?
So before I found disc golf, I can't really do any.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So before I found disc golf, I was working I was studying. I have a master's degree in business economics, so I do accounting. Did that full time before I came on tour and all of that. And yeah, now I'm kind of combining those two.
Cool.
Mostly disc golf, but yeah.
How did you find disc golf?
So the first time I found it, it was a friend of me and my husband. He knew about the sport and he knew that we had a local course at our town or our city, and he took us there. We bought one disc each and we just tried to play around. And at that time, that was actually one of the hardest courses in Norway back then.
That's hilarious.
Yes, but we didn't know, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So it was kind of really hard, and I did not like it at first.
Gotcha. When was that? Like what year?
That was back in 2015.
Okay. 2000. So it's really only like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then when did you start taking disc golf seriously?
So yeah, as I said, I didn't like it at first, but I play it like casually every now and then maybe. But in 2017, I figured that I want to be good at this if I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the year I consider I started practicing
Gotcha.
more. Yeah.
Is your husband good?
He's playing in Europe and
Okay.
high up in Norway. So yeah.
So was that also like a factor for you being like, oh, I need to play good so I can play against him and stuff like that, or not?
No, actually not. It's more that I've been doing other sports when I grew up. So I kind of wanted to get back into maybe the competitive environment.
Nice.
Somehow.
What other sports were you into before?
I did
up?
figure skating and track and field.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you started taking it seriously. When did you go on tour? Because I feel like everything's happening very quickly here.
Yeah. So yeah, I started practicing in 2017, and I did most of the European tour. That was back in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I think I did a lot of the touring in Europe, even though I had a full-time job at that time. And I won that. And after that, I talked to my sponsors and just to figure if there's a way for me to tour the pro tour, like not the Euro tour, but the full.
The U.S. tour.
Yeah, the U.S. tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what year was the first year that you came down for the U.S. tour?
That was in 2020. Yeah, 2023 was the first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's a question I've asked almost every European that I've interviewed so far.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think the U.S. was going to be like before you came? Or I don't know if you'd been here before, but then what was it like after? Like, what are some of the things that you thought before and what it was actually like?
Okay, so before I came on tour here, I knew that it was like different to be in the U.S., but I didn't really consider it to be that different.
Had you been to the U.S. before?
I had, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I competed the year before at Champions Cup, and that was like a wooded course.
Yeah.
And in Europe we have a lot of wooded courses, But when I came on tour, it's like way longer and more open holes on a lot of the courses. So that was a big difference for sure.
Okay.
And I knew I just had to throw farther,
Yeah. Okay.
basically. And also just the touring, the culture is different. The food here is different. Well, you can find everything here, but like just going to the grocery store, it's different than back home. There's so many options, and you don't know any other brands. So there's so much more than just the competitive side of this golf being here.
What is a food that you miss from Norway that you can't find here?
Food back home. I'm gonna go with just Norwegian meatballs.
Okay.
And potatoes and like gravy and I know they have something similar here, but you know the cranberry like jam.
Okay.
They have something else for that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's like a typical Norwegian dish, I'd say.
Interesting. Cool. Cool. I mean, same thing here with Mexican food. It can be really good, but it's never quite the same.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like the authentic.
So you started playing the tour, and the 1 year after that, I guess last year, was that your first big win?
Yeah. So I had won tournaments in Europe, like I said, but here in the U.S. that was the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
Oh, well, the week before I just had participated in the U.S. Women's, and I shot horrible, and I knew that the Houston was going to be the last tournament here before I went back to Norway for a bit.
Okay.
So I was like, well, whatever, I'm just going to enjoy the time here either way. And I knew it was like early in the season. I had also been really only kind of practice indoor like I usually do, so I was rusty. So I didn't really have any high expectations for myself. So just come in there and play the first round like really good, and then the second round I did it again, and I was like, whoa, holy. And just being able to keep my nerves to a level that I could kind of function and like throw like I wanted to, that was a really good experience.
She's safe outside the circle.
A beautiful play.
She did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Texas State Disc Golf Championship, presented by Lone Star Disc, your champion, Anniken Steen.
Incredible performance.
Do you like wooded courses or like golf-style open courses better?
To be honest, I like the courses that has a mix of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, each hole can be a different thing. Yeah, we both have the
here
open
it's like
holes.
9 holes open,
And
9
yeah,
holes
yeah.
wooded, yeah.
Well, if you can like have a mix even on them, but I really like the Waco course for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about your sponsors and your bag. That is like the thing that we were talking about before we started recording.
So
who's sponsoring you right now?
Yeah, right now I'm sponsored by We Are Disc Golf and Seager Bags. They are my main sponsors, and then I have an open bag except from one mold.
Okay.
So I'm sponsored by a mold.
Okay.
That is Reco X by Castaplast.
Nice.
Yeah, and those are my sponsors.
How did you? That's the first time I hear about somebody being sponsored by just a mold. How did that come about? Was that your idea or somebody else's idea?
No, my managers, they were in contact with those guys, and yeah, like they knew each other from before, like casual dialogue, and then it
Do
happened.
you like playing with an open bag better?
I mean, I never had any manufacturer sponsoring me ever, so I only played with an open bag, so I don't know anything else.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, nice. Well, can you show me your bag?
I can, for sure.
Let's go.
Move this here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So this is the newest version of the Seager bags. They are designed in Norway, Norwegian brand, and I would say what is the most unique part of it is that you have the opening as usual here. Wait, okay, I just fully stacked my bag today with overstable discs. Let's take that out. You have like the regular side here, but
Okay, I
then
see.
it's possible to open from both sides.
And you like rocking it from the inside?
Yeah, I usually
Okay.
only use it for this side, except for when it's like really hot, then I can open it from both sides and it's like more breezy.
Okay.
Yeah. And especially like on rainy days, I definitely prefer the back. Like having full cover, but I can still like reach my discs from the back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Can you buy these in the U.S.?
Very soon. So Infinite Discs will be selling them
Nice.
during, I think the release is next week or the week after. So in March, they'll
Okay.
be released here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that means that it's only a matter of time before we can get one of those bags in Mexico.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, can you show? Yeah. This top part has a little pouch,
Yep.
and this has even more space for discs. You have a lot of discs.
I carry way too much.
How many discs do you think you have? Here you go.
I think well,
You don't have to show us your
no,
discs.
I think it's like between 28 to 30. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I
of
know
discs.
it's a lot. I want to be prepared, okay?
So tell me about how you know about speaking Spanish.
Oh, well, so my favorite subject in school was Spanish. We could choose between, of course, we had to learn English, and we could choose between Spanish, French, or German at my school. I know other schools have different options, but Spanish is like always an option. And we usually went to Spain for holidays every summer. So it was kind of like natural for me to choose that as the third language. And I really liked it. So I had that through middle school for 3 years. And it's still like mandatory to have it for at least 2 years in high school. And then I chose it the last year. So 6 years in total, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. But the problem is that I'm not able to practice like speaking it as much. I can understand way more than I can actually speak nowadays, which is sad, but
It was really good for just giving it a go. She did not practice, by the way.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
no.
off the cuff. So thank you. And you even held on for like 2 more questions, so that was
All right.
cool. I guess I have one last question for you. Tell us something people don't know about you.
Just a fun
Something random, something
Okay.
that you think that people, just like speaking Spanish,
yeah, well.
they might not know about you.
So yeah, I got that question like when we had the media day here.
Oh,
and
you did? I didn't pay attention.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, but yeah, and then I just couldn't really figure out anything. So I just said that besides from figure skating and track
What?
and field, what I probably have done most years, like in total, I really like to dance. So I done that. Yeah, street dance, hip hop.
Really? Okay. Nice.
What is your favorite music?
What I like to listen to.
Yeah. What's your favorite
I,
type of music?
I really like to listen to so much different, like anything with a good beat, like
Okay.
Latino music.
Okay.
Also, yes, love
Do you
it.
know how to dance also?
Yeah.
Let's go to party then.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, we could probably go in Austin
Amazing.
to find somewhere to.
Bachata, salsa. I'm not good at merengue, but I learned it once, I think. But yeah. So yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you in one of our tournaments in Mexico or anywhere in Latin America soon, so you can practice more Spanish.
That would be awesome. Really.
And yeah, thank you, Anniken. You're awesome. We'll see you soon.
See you
wanna
soon.
say adios?
Adiós. Hasta luego.